Hey everybody, welcome to another Dark Avengers comic book review episode. Lots going on. We're already in the second week of the second month of 2011. We got huge events going on in multiple comic book companies. First off, I'd like to reintroduce my panel. You guys know Kevin, who's back after a 2-week episode. Yep. You guys know Joe, my left-hand man, and you guys know Amber, who does reviews from time to time. She'll be reviewing 2 Runaway comics.
Your right-hand woman?
Yes. And you guys know my front-hand man, Mike, who's behind the camera all the time. And eventually, maybe one day he will review something, but that's for future reference, future dates, and future other types of videos we're going to be doing. Anyway, first of all, let's get into some news this week. News-wise for comic books. X-Men First Class, the trailer was officially released.
Looks good. I gotta see it. Looks very good.
I love
you. Also,
that's the original. You didn't know about it the recent one.
I thought it. Alright, I'm gonna sound stupid, but I really wasn't reading into it because when it comes to media, like TV, movies, I just wait for the trailer. I originally heard that it was going to be a TV show. I thought it was going to be a TV series.
Oh, that'd be great.
I thought it was going to be a TV. Yeah, exactly. I didn't think they were going to make a full-fledged movie, but it turns out it wasn't a TV series. It was a movie, and they showed the trailer.
Wicked.
It's basically Charles Xavier and Eric. I can't pronounce his last name. Magneto.
Yeah, me neither.
Magneto. Early ages. This is when X-Men were first formed. This is before Magneto became Magneto, before Charles Xavier was paralyzed. And it's just a reforming. They have some cameos. There's Mystique. There's Beast. There's Emma Frost, unfortunately. The bad guy is back. Sebastian Shaw.
You mean Bastion?
No, Sebastian Shaw.
Oh, it sounded like Bastion.
Sounds really
Hellfire. He's the Hellfire Club.
Oh.
Pixie.
Oh, I don't know.
Pixie made
the Bastion I know, he controls Sentinels.
Joe.
Like he's a human.
You're probably thinking Emma Frost.
He's not a human?
The person they pick.
Yeah, but
is perfect. She looks exactly like the cover.
They've got characters down perfect. And also, last week when I was uploading last weekend review, we had the Super Bowl and they premiered Captain America and they premiered Thor, the movies. Captain America.
I'm looking forward to
really
that.
Good. Chris Evans looks better as Captain America than the Human Torch.
Yes, he does.
Screw the Human Torch. Screw the Fantastic Four. He's Captain America. Get somebody else.
Thor was pretty okay.
Captain America.
Thor was alright.
I know his was alright.
I'm looking forward to X-Men First Class this year. I believe it's this year. I know Captain America's this year. I'm absolutely looking forward to that. Thor, I'm not really looking forward to, and Green Lantern, we're just.
Yeah, you can tell me you're
just wait for another trailer. Just wait for another trailer. They'll probably do more action.
I can't wait for the X-Men one.
It's too soon to
It's
tell.
gonna be in June.
The X-Men one.
Yeah, it's June.
It's in June. And
Captain America's July.
Captain America's in July.
X-Men's coming along.
Thor's May.
Fast and great. I gotta admit, it's coming along.
I don't know about Green Lantern though. I'm on the fence with Green Lantern. It looks like it's gonna be a comic movie. But Marvel is produced with their movies.
So when it comes to Green Lantern, it's exactly like Spider-Man.
Don't even bring that up.
Sorry.
Just saying, like,
all the Spider-Man movies have been becoming worse and worse.
No. This reboot is gonna go.
Nothing can top the first one.
No, it's gonna go in the corner with Superman Returns, and it's gonna sit there.
There's a movie.
Superman Returns doesn't even exist.
What? Yeah, it don't exist. Never heard of that movie.
It's wearing the dunce hat, and it's gonna stay there until all eternity comes, and then it's gone.
Yes. Yeah. No, we're not talking about Spider-Man.
Yes.
The movie's gonna fail, and the musical already on Broadway failed.
What?
There's a musical.
What about that new Batman one?
It was in the news. The musical was a fail.
Yes, an epic fail.
Dancing around and singing musical Broadway.
And not to mention they fall and then they got killed or injured.
I don't know.
Apparently, people who follow Broadway did not take kindly.
Spider-Man.
You can't make Spider-Man a musical and expect people to take it seriously.
Also, you mentioned about a new Batman movie that may come out soon.
That's in another year.
Yeah, that's in another year. I never even saw a trailer.
There's no trailer. Nothing's been shot yet.
Michael's eye is twitching because I said tingling.
Oh, the Batman movie's
Mike,
okay.
I said.
No, they were fine.
And
I'm just saying,
not taking it back.
I didn't like Begins though. It wasn't really that much of a.
I don't know. I'm looking forward. I'm just sticking to this year. Looking forward to Captain America and X-Men. Possibly Thor and Green Lantern looks like a comedy.
Thor, honestly, Thor.
Yeah, me too.
I'm 50-50
I'm more excited with Captain America.
And
to be honest with you.
Yeah, X-Men's the most.
I have all the movie franchises, so this will be a great addition.
X-Men's definitely on top, though.
To the origin story, it's going to be great.
That's my opinion.
Okay, now a quickie update. What?
I love blood.
Very nice. Now a quickie update on my Spawn. Recently, I had gone on the internet. Google actually has a shopping center thingy. I don't know. It's called eCreator.com. I actually bumped into a store, John's Flea Market. And on John's Flea Market, they were selling a Spawn collection, which was issues 1 through 63. And I officially bought them. That's in the box over here. I'm not going to show all 63 issues. I'll wait till I get up to 100, and then I'll show you guys issues 1 all the way through to 100. And then I got from Midtown Comics 64 through 70. So I'm officially up to 70.
Your Spawn collection's coming along the road.
I'm telling you right now, though, after 100, though, from issue 101 through 199, there's like a huge gap. You can't find certain comics.
Why?
I mean, Amazon has
why or no?
I have no idea why. So I have a feeling that after I get to 100, I'm going to get a few in between 101 through 199, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to find the others. There's nowhere else to look. I've looked everywhere. After 100, that's it. It's like all of a sudden, Spawn became popular from 100 to 199.
They must have been really good issues.
Either they were really good or they were limited numbers.
Rare.
I just can't find rare. It had to be rare.
Rare.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe at cons I'll find it, but I'm telling you, my Spawn collection is gonna slow down. Catching up to issues is gonna slow down a lot
To find them.
because of the fact that it's hard to find. Okay, now let's get into some radical picks this week. I have 3 books because 1 book I'm still in the middle of reading, so I really can't review it. So first off, we're gonna talk about. Now you guys know how I've talked about Aladdin. I love Aladdin. This is another series that I was really, really happy to get my hands on because I really love it. Hercules. The Thracian?
I think so.
Thracian Wars.
Thracian.
It's the first Hercules book. Thracian Wars. It's awesome. Hercules is introduced. They talk about his origins for a bit, and then he invades a kingdom. And it turns out it was actors. I'm going to give it a little briefy. It turns out it was all actors and people that the king wanted dead. The king shows up and he says, I was just testing your skills. I'm willing to pay you gold if you'll teach my army how to fight because the army sucks balls. I mean, it sucks. Hercules trains them, and they go off, and then they come back, and it turns out, of course, the king betrays Hercules. You know that. There's a betrayal, and then Hercules wants revenge. And then they go, and then that's basically, I just summed the book up a lot. My favorite character, though, they have a character profile in the back of the book. The artwork, first of all, I have to show the artwork, is amazing. I want to try to find a very good picture, which... It's very hard to actually find a good picture, but there's a lot of war, a lot of tactic, a lot of fighting. Let's see. There we go. Here's a good picture of Hercules. And they explain the whole lion skin over his head and stuff. You have to read the book to find out what it is, what it's all about. But the book is amazing. One of my favorite. I can't pronounce names for crap. This is all Greek people. I believe this is the god of war, Tedious. He's one of my favorite characters, and unfortunately,
I think it's Titus.
Titus, whatever. He's one of my favorite characters in this book. He's just all out, fight, war. He just kick your ass and he'll rip your guts out, and that's it.
In your face.
In the end of this book, though, after after the whole problem, they go onto a boat, and in the very end, hold on a second, I just want to say this. They mention that there's 2 places that need help. There's Egypt, and then there was someplace else. And then Titus goes back to Greece. I believe it's the other page. That's why I'm not looking. That's why I thought, yeah, here we go. There's, at Thebes, there's a fatal ordained for all the 7 leaders. So he's going there, and they're going, and Hercules is going to Egypt to where the Civil War is, which is where this book takes place. Hercules, the Knives of Kush, which I have not finished reading yet. I cannot review this book yet. But I can say that Hercules book is a definite 10 out of 5. I'm giving it 10 extra, 5 extra stars, because Hercules is awesome. From what I've been reading so far, I'm almost done with this book. I've got a nice amount to go. The artwork in both books, like I said, is amazing. I want to try to get a good picture of her.
Yeah, it is.
The artwork is great. I want to try to get a picture of her. I haven't read too much into the book yet. I haven't finished it, so I'll be reviewing this book in next week's radical pick. I want to try to get a good picture from this book. Wow.
She looks.
That's Atlanta, yes.
Oh.
Atlanta is really awesome. Ah, here we go. Here's a good picture of Hercules. Yes. I love his statement here.
I'm reading these.
Do you think you can harm me? Harm the son of Zeus of the lightning? Because they're trying to hurt him with lightning.
Like father, like son. I was just about to say that.
Exactly. Awesome book so far. So far, 5 out of 5. I'm giving you I'm making a 90 9.9% prediction. I'm going to be saying 10 out of 5 like the first book. Check out Hercules. It's amazing just like Aladdin, except Hercules keeps going. I'm hoping there's a third book at some point or a third story.
I'm very sure there will.
There has to be because there were 2 places Hercules had to go. And in the end of this book is from what I saw when I was just running through it really quick. They go off on a boat again. So it's possible that they'll go someplace else. I'm hoping there's another Hercules book because I really like it. And since I can't review the second Hercules book, I'm going to be reviewing FVZA, Federal Vampire and Zombie Agency. An agency that was opened up way back during World War II.
So which book was it that your co-worker put down?
This one. This is the book. As a matter of fact, yes, thank you for reminding me. I brought this into work with me during one of the days I had free time to read. And I actually was, I put this down because I had to, I was actually still reading Hercules #1, and my coworker picked this book up, and she read it from cover to cover. She could not put this book down. I could not put this book down. Now, yes, it is the Federal Vampire and Zombie Agency. There aren't that many vampires in here. There is mention of one vampire, there aren't that many zombies in here. There is mention of one zombie family, but it's the vampires that are kind of causing all the trouble and re-releasing the zombie and vampire, in what?
If I remember exactly, didn't she say that it was a little gruesome, but that she wanted to see how it ended, so she wasn't going to put it down?
Yeah, she wasn't going to put it down. It's good. It's kind of like they reopened then the agency, because the agency was closed down because the zombies and vampires disappeared. But now that they're reappearing, the grandfather, who's one of the main characters in this book, who's been training his granddaughter and his grandson, they reopen it and they ask him for help because now the vampire population is all of a sudden showing up again. So it's up to them to stop the vampires. And in the end, there's a big twist with one of the vampires. Not going to give that away. You guys are going to have to read this book yourself. But I'm telling you guys, it's epic from cover to cover. The artwork is crisp. The artwork is beautiful. There are gory scenes. All books from Radical, as I've always said, are for mature readers only. I would not suggest this for children for the simple fact that it's very gory. I'm trying to find a good picture that isn't gory, and it's very hard to actually find a picture because this is vampires and zombies. So I'm just going to leave it. Actually, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it to you guys' imaginations.
The cover and the back are nice.
Yeah, the back. The back are nice.
Not gory.
Nice. Not that gory.
I just saw you skim the pages.
I would definitely say, I would definitely say this book is a 5 out of 5 also. I love this book. I've read it cover to cover twice. Amber started reading this book, I believe.
You already passed where I was at.
And she's taking it to do it again now.
I was here.
Okay, so go ahead and finish that up. Just be careful with it. And with that, like I said, guys, Hercules, the first book, 10 out of 5. Awesome. So far, I will be reviewing this book, Hercules, the Knives of Kush, next week. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 so far because I've read through most of it and I love it. I just want to finish it. FVZA, 5 out of 5 also. Check out all these books from Radical Comics, also Radical Publishing. Also, another shirt from Radical Publishing, Hercules, representing my favorite character from Radical right now that has an ongoing as far as I can see, or at least 2 books. Loving it. Okay.
Who, Tedious?
No, Hercules.
Oh, Hercules. Okay.
I'm hoping if they make a third Hercules book, Tedious comes back.
Okay.
He was kick-ass in the first book. I miss him. If anything, the only thing I have to say is I miss Tedious in this book. I really, really miss him. And actually, in the very beginning, somebody actually says, I wish Tedious was here. So I gotta admit, I agree. I wish he was there. But you know what?
Could be a little hint, dropping a hint maybe.
Maybe. Now we're gonna get into the books from this week, February 9th, 2011. First, we're gonna, since we were talking about my Radical picks, we're gonna talk about the Radical comic that was released this week. Hotwire Deep Cuts Part 3 of 3, concluding the second Hotwire story. The story was amazing. In this part, Hotwire has to help, well, doesn't know at the time, but one of the people who were killed in the in the car accident in the issue prior lost her head. So she's dead, but she doesn't know, well, she finds out she's dead in book 2. So now she knows she's dead, but the baby's still alive because the spine is still intact. And you know, it's like the woman, she makes this reference at least 3 times in this book. It's like a chicken. She can live without her head.
Oh.
So because she's still in her body, her spirit, her blue light, the baby's living. So when Hotwire finds this out, she tries to save the whole point. The whole what's the title of this chapter is everybody. It says it somewhere. Everybody gets a medal. Episode 3. So she has to prevent Rance from killing this blue light while saving her baby and protecting her, while getting rid of the other blue lights that the other guy brought in. The original, the guy that was causing all the trouble.
She has a child?
She's pregnant, but she's dead. But she's dead, but her body is still living and breathing. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I really can't show a picture of a decapitated body, but yeah.
Hang on, she's dead?
She's dead, but she's still in her body. And there's a lot of blue light killing here. Artwork is beautiful again.
It's very confusing.
It's very confusing, but if you get the books, you'll understand it. It's an amazing story, and I don't know why you wouldn't be picking up Hotwire. Hotwire is really, really good.
Different for sure, in a good way.
I'm trying to find a good picture to show you guys of the artwork. I love the Hotwire artwork. It's really, really good.
That's the best.
That's pretty. That's good.
Good. Here's Hotwire. I hope they make another book of Hotwire too. I really like Hotwire. I hope they make a third book for Hotwire. Really good. And in the end, basically, they up the Exorcist. What? What? Are you talking about that? Yeah, it's an intel. She ups the AI on a bear.
Oh my
the bear
God! What
believes
the
it's
hell
a
is
lie.
that?
It's a bear. It believes it's a lie. I like it. I love Hotwire, the whole series. It's a great book. I would absolutely recommend going out there. You can find the other 2 parts of this. Check it out. Hotwire is amazing. Both the book and the second story, Deep Cuts, was great. I hope there's another story at some point, Radical. I hope you guys make another Hotwire, and I hope you guys make another Hercules, and if possible, another Aladdin. But that's up to you guys. I hope maybe, who knows, maybe there's something in the works. You never know. I love it. I'd rather see, if they I can understand if they can't make Aladdin. If they make Hercules and Hotwire, I'm happy boy.
Yeah, but Aladdin's
I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy reader.
Happy reader.
Okay, now we're moving out of Radical and we're going into IDW, Infestation Star Trek Part 1. The Infestation has reached Starfleet. And Kirk, Spock, and Bones are the ones that go down to the planet, to Starfleet. And the place is infested with zombies. Well, at first there's only one zombie, but then of course you know zombies. They multiply. And they're smart zombies, let's not forget that. So their phasers are not working at all because they have it on stun. You can't stun a zombie. No. If you see that you're shooting, I mean, it was hilarious. Look, he's shooting the zombie, and it's still moving, and look, it just keeps walking. If you see it's not working, don't you kind of up the dosage just a little bit?
True.
This is one out of all the series. Out of all the ones, I really like Transformers. I wanted G.I. Joe and absolutely Ghostbusters. This is definitely the only one that this is at the bottom rung for me when it comes to Star Trek because I knew it wasn't good. They were gonna. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's really going. The story's great. The artwork is good. But for some reason, out of all the titles, this one was gonna. I knew this one was gonna be my least favorite. But so far it's good. You know, they have to destroy the shuttle because they're afraid that the zombie's going to take the shuttle and leave the planet. And in the end, they're overcome by 1,000 zombies. And finally, the captain gets smart and he sets his phaser to maximum power. Finally. And they leave it off. To be concluded in the second part. I knew this one was going to be the weakest of the series. Next week is Transformers, the final part, and then the week after that is Star Trek. Then we go into next month where we have G.I. Joe and Ghostbusters, my 2 favorite ones. Well, actually, I like Transformers too, but Star Trek is holding strong. You got your checklist here. I'm loving Infestation in general. The entire series is awesome. I would recommend all the tie-ins here. This is actually, they mentioned this on Pete Space, and which you guys should be watching, by the way. I haven't said that in 2 weeks. Infestation is very organized. Unlike like in DC Flashpoint, there's going to be at least 15, 16 tie-ins. This is all, here you go. They give you the list. This is Infestation, and this is it. All the comics here are the only comics in Infestation. There's no tie-ins, there's nothing else. Here it is. It's right there for you. It's flat out. It's 10 comics altogether, and that's it.
X out the ones already done.
Exactly, and they let you know where you're up to.
Yeah.
It's contained. Very few big events nowadays are contained. So to see it, I'm not used to seeing a contained story either. I'm used to everything being like, I gotta go, I gotta grab this, and then I gotta grab that, and then I gotta grab those. Just to get, like, Blackest Night, that one, that one, that one. Which one had a ring, which one didn't have a ring, which one was connected to Blackest Night because it was a part 2 to the one that you got the ring for.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It ended up like 1,000,000 comics. And really, already?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting a singer. But before I get into that, I just want to throw this out there because I'm not reviewing it. It's just a little promo for $1. Zombies vs. Robots. It's $1. It came out the week of Infestation #1. If you guys are interested, grab it. It promotes the books. You got to get the books. It's only the first issue. It was alright. It's worth $1. I really... You don't need the prequel. I thought you'd need the prequel. You don't need it. As a matter of fact, I missed something for Infestation, which I will be getting. It's Infestation Sketchbook, which was a sketchbook of all the artwork. You guys will see that in 2 weeks. Alright, so we'll see you guys in the next part. We got more independent. We got Amber, we got DC, and we got Marvel, the big 2. See you guys in part 2. It's going to be a big week.
Peace and generous for this part, guys.
See you next part.
See ya.
See ya.